Hey there, long time no see. Imagine you are setting up a cozy little home gnome garden, right? But your gnome needs an address book, otherwise, how's he gonna find his friends? That's kinda like setting up Azure Active Directory, or AD for short, for any cloud-dwelling services. It's all about making sure you've got a solid foundation before inviting friends to the party. Let's explore how you set up AAD in Azure to get this gnome gala started. Picture this, I'm with my tech-savvy buddy, Alex, and we're setting this up together. Alright, so Alex and we start by creating an AAD tenant. You know, like setting up a club for only good-hearted digital creatures. You hop into the Azure portal, Alex types in a few words, Azure Active Directory, and boom, you've got yourself a new tenant. Just like we'd name our gnome's garden. Once that's done, next Alex wonders where to start, right? So, we're talking about setting up the roles in this tenant, kind of like how we'd decide roles in our little garden. Alex sets up roles in AAD that will define responsibilities, kinda like who gets to water the plants and who's in charge of weeding. Let's not skip to the next important aspect, managing users and groups. Creating user accounts in Azure AD and setting groups sounds like giving names and a list of friends to your gnome. You know, keeping track of who's coming and who's not coming to his garden party. Makes a lot of sense in tech too, right? Now, just setting roles and adding folks won't cut it. We need to make sure they're safe in their little gnome abode. So enter Azure AD Identity Protection. It's like your security guards that keep unwanted visitors from gatecrashing your gnome's garden. Alex had a head-scratcher the other day, thinking only about managing resources here and there. Good buddy, we've got more to do. Connecting AAD with other Azure resources is vital. It's like making sure the gnome garden is a part of the town, well, the Azure fabric. Azure AD Connect helps sync the local directory with AAD for hybrid identity management. You see, hybrid identity management ensures that the same identity is recognizable everywhere, be it locally or in the cloud. It's crucial for managing an expansive garden network without losing any of our helpful friends. Speaking of friends, expanding Azure AD to business scenarios sounds like expanding your gnome's garden to welcome guests and customers. Managing Azure AD B2B and B2C is about keeping those B2B and B2C relationships thriving. Sure beats just watering your own garden. And Alex asked, what about making your identity a reputable one, huh? Azure AD B2B provides the platform for identities from other organizations to interact seamlessly. Think inviting other gnome societies to visit. Azure AD B2C simplifies consumer identity for business scenarios, ensuring the guests feel right at home. Well, that wraps up our little tech chat. Azure Active Directory ain't just fancy jargon, it's setting the stage for the digital world. And hey, for those wanting to dive deeper, drop by at neeraj.qzz.io, subscribe, and let's help each other thrive in this tech garden we call AAD.